let's go ahead and add a little bit of color to the skin. And for that, we will be using the Sweet Tea bronzer. Now, bronzer, unlike blush, tends to be more of a natural tone color. So that shade that really matches all complexions. It's very, very beautiful on the skin. So we're going to take our fantail brush and we're going to swirl it right inside of the bronzer. Tap out the excess. We're just loading the brush. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it right on the cheekbone. So imagine if you had a line that went from the middle of the ear right across the face. That's exactly where your placement will go with your bronzer. Now, instead of doing just a straight line across the face, we're actually going to do it more in the shape of a Nike swoosh. So instead of a straight line, we're just going to go back and forth, just following the natural curves of the face. So easy. And notice how I'm allowing the brush to just stay on the skin. It doesn't have to lift, because that's going to soften and blend the color. I'm going to add a little bit more. And the great thing about bronzer, you can just use as much as you want. Okay, so another place that you can also use the bronzer is right on the forehead towards the hairline. So we're just sweeping this towards the hairline, following the natural curves of the face. Right into that cheekbone, and then just lightly on the jawline. So ultimately what we're doing, we're making the shape of the number 3. And take a look at the difference there. You can see how it just gives the skin a nice, warm, beautiful glow. And I always like to say, glow girl. So we're going to do the other side, the same thing. Remember, we're just gonna load the brush by applying the fantail brush right into the product. We're going to tap off the excess. And then we're going to go back and forth right on the cheekbone, using the center of our ear as a guide. So back and forth. And then we're going to follow the natural curves of the face, sweeping the product on the forehead towards the hairline and around to the jawline. The shape of a number 3. And also, another thing you can do is just smile if you want to figure out where to put the bronzer. Just give us a nice little smile, Tanya. Oh yes, gorgeous girl. And we're just going to blend that. Wow, take a look. It looks so warm and so beautiful. And this just really, really makes her skin look nice, soft. It looks radiant, and it's not too overdone. And it also feels lightweight on the skin. Gorgeous on the glow. Alright, so now we're going to move on to adding a little bit of cheek color. And for that, we're going to use the color Peaches. Now, Peaches is a beautiful coral tone that's a universal shade. So we're going to take a little bit of that on our fantail brush, and we're just going to pop this right on the apples of the cheeks. So she was smiling. You can see the color just shines through right there on the apple. And so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, a lot of times, some women may be afraid to use blush because they're like thinking that they don't want it to be too overdone. That's why I love the coral tone. It's a great universal shade that looks very, very natural on the skin. And a little bit goes a long way. So we're just blending. And that's it. She is done. So if you want to get a fast, beautiful, fabulous complexion in an instant, try Melissa Michelle Cosmetics today. Thank you.